Hello, and welcome to my CJ478 Fall 2020 Finals video. I am your host, Noah Solomon. Today, we will be going over the outline of podcasting media and the research topic of podcast listeners. I chose podcasting as my topic for my final as it has a unique interest and value to me. Throughout history, there has never been a more prevalent time than now to be connected with each other through the means of the internet. Due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, millions of people are now quarantined in their homes. As such, those millions of people are turning to online content for entertainment at a rate faster than ever seen before. This allows people access to a venue that has taken off in the past recent decade, podcasting. Although historically speaking, podcasting has its roots set within the old radio broadcasting era of the 1930s and 40s from World War II up to the Vietnam War. This also allows access to two types of audiences, podcast listeners and podcast creators. I myself fall into both those categories. I am a podcast listener, and now I want to become a podcast creator. So, as you can see, I have my shiny and brand new USB microphone, all set up and ready to do the whole podcast shebang. What I don't have is the, wait a moment, soundproof foam wedges. Why is that important for this video? Well, the point of this focus group is to understand the means of what it takes to be a listenable podcast, or what would increase a podcast's listenability. Not their success, their listenability. Success is measured differently from person to person, but within the realm of communication, listenability has a set finite answer, although that is a story for a different time. Let's continue forward. At the beginning of this focus group, the first couple of questions will be very generic, just set the ground running, just lay a foundation. What attracts you to podcasts? And do you search for commercial podcasts or independently owned podcasts? What is your ideal length for a podcast in minutes? Now we get into a deep dive analysis of the listenability of a podcast. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Depending upon the length of the podcast, the creator will be able to have the knowledge that they need to place the content in there appropriately and make the executive decision of how to further out the storyline by placing it in episodic arcs, whether it is from 10 minutes ranging up to 40 minutes. The next three questions take a psychosocial approach. Does your mood affect the podcast you listen to? Do you get a mood from listening to it? Do you seek out podcasts that affect your mood? All of these questions will be asked with the additional modifier of describing it to the best of your ability, i.e., label your emotions. This in turn will actually help both parties, the moderator, as they be able to get a better insight to their listener base, i.e., what affects their mood. Do you think you can evoke a certain type of emotion or feeling if they listen to this part of the story? And for the participants themselves, i.e., the audience, they'd be able to do a deep dive of why they listen to the content of what they listen to, and perhaps discover what type of emotions come out of them and maybe seek out other types of new content. Lastly, we would ask people to describe what you know about podcasting. Now, for this topic, we would ask everyone to engage in a formal group discussion. No answers are better than the other. All ideas are on the table. As such, we would also take those ideas and ask them to create a scenario. Describe your routine unrelated to podcasts, such as your routine in life, your routine in work, your routine at the gym, anything unrelated to the media content you listen to. This allows insight into the routine of the listeners, such as what time of the day would they want to listen to a podcast, or what time of the day do they listen to a podcast? Is it part of their normal routine? Is it a part of their life routine, of their work routine, of their gym routine? If so, that can also help the previous question of what is the ideal length of a podcast? 10 minutes in the gym, 40 minutes when you're about to go to sleep at home. Thanks for watching.